What up, guys? I'm on YouTube and I'm on my other phone. This is for Dallas rappers. And one of the things people on the train said something. You have broken God trust. Dallas, Texas, and Oak Cliff. What you did me, you have broken God trust. People gonna have people gonna do that. Yes. God said y'all wanted to make it all about Yellow Breeze and MO3 and them and the rest of them. You know what you did to me and you terrorized me. So I had a little accident today. And I hold the White House responsible because Joe Biden did not act. He did not act the intimidation that happened in this community. And these women that's going to these niggas and they go and talk to them. And God's saying, I warned everybody. God is saying people talking about crucifying people. And God said, have you not learned anything from what I told you? God said, I let you make mistakes because I want you to learn from it. My death was meant to happen, but it was also meant for you to learn from it. It was over to make sure if I come again that you will protect me. And look what's going on now. Look at the behavior what's going on with it right now. God said you want to see me and you can't even protect me. God said you are not ready yet for me yet. You are not ready yet to see me in my body. God said, I won't die by a cross this time. I will die by the weapons that you created. The cause, the technology you so-called I give you. You want to see me. Look how you doing. I told Joe Biden and I told Senator Ted, anything happened to me and my family, you will be held accountable for it. You will be held accountable for it because you refuse to take care of the mayor and city hall and the state of Texas misconduct. You refuse, so I filed the civil rights complaint. With the terrorism, the black community think they did, and the gay members think, oh, you're going against the government, so they automatically on your side. They supposed to be for me, not against Rome. Not against Rome. They supposed to stand for something. And they don't stand what they stand for. I'm not acting cheeky. I'm not doing none of those things. But rights was violated. Rules was broken. Taunting was involved. Hanging up. Stupidness. Those things was done by Social Security and they supposed to show a different thing. The government supposed to lead by example if they say they forgot. Our America, what we built on is supposed to be different. You put my life in jeopardy because you're not trying to understand God. They trying to control something and don't understand it. I told Joe Biden you was watching. If getting your point crosses the line, just hope somebody remember that. When he said, and you cross it with dignity and with respect. I got you to hear me, Carson. I got you to hear me. I got you to hear me. Everybody talking, threatening, making threatening community threats, and they making it worse on themselves. It's getting a little more worse. What Dallas did, what they did. And the mayor sit up there watch with the Carrollton police. They lied to you. Texas not being honest with you. They not being honest to the American flag. They're not being honest to our nation. The hood is not being, Yellow Breeze is not being honest to you and America. And God had enough. The Wildcat police look playing with my damn intelligence today. Look smiling and playing with my little damn intelligence today. Playing with my little bit of my intelligence. Talking about let me tell you, the only thing I'm involved in getting justice. And you made me step out of my comfort zone by being stupid and doing and lying. So people will try to see the stuff is going to add up. God said it's going to add up. Today what just happened is going to add up. You've been behaving in your cars wrong. You've been intimidating. You've been taunting. All the rest of these things you've been doing in Dallas County because you believe in that line in the Yellow Breeze. And we tell Joe Biden and them to expose the Dallas Mall and put the video on the news of me being in Dallas Mall and everything unfold about these kids that's lying with the rest of them. So let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to expose, God said we're going to expose Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Breezy. So we're going to expose every person that support they lying. So we're going to tell them to expose the events at the hotel and expose me being at the mall. And these lying ass kids. If it be on the news, what you going to expect? So I'm going to tell Joe Biden and Justice Department, I want you to put me on the news and the events that happen in Dallas County. So the community want to sit up there and believe lies. So we're going to talk about what happened in the mall and the events that happened in the mall. And again, these kids want to lie with the rest of Yellow Breezy and Trap Boy Freddy. We're going to ask the Justice Department and FBI to put that video from the mall on the Dallas news. And every kid that was in my vicinity that's coming with Trap Boy Freddy and do music with them, we're going to expose them. Or Cliff and them. God said, we can make this hard. I'm asking you. We can make this the way it is. It don't have to be hard. So what we're going to do, we're going to ask the FBI and we're going to ask the DEA. We're going to ask the Justice Department and the Attorney General to put those video of me being in the Galleria Mall, me talking to the community. I know I say some words, but God said we said those words to get the call center attention. And God said, when my local government, and put that call when I called my local government and that guy told me to shut up. We asking for that call, when I did what the call center told me to do, we asking the FBI and we asking the Justice Department and Civil Rights to put that video on the news. When I called the local government and that guy in the call center gave me, said, if you got a problem, call your local government. But they were still able to take my information. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to ask the FBI and the FBI and the Justice Department. And we're going to ask them to put, when I call the local government, on the news. And the guy told me to shut up. And I want that call to be on the news. So I'm asking for God said we can get to the truth. We can get to Yellow Breeze in them lines. We can ask the government to even get to Rockefeller number and Def Jam number when I called about the Blueprint Kanye West. Right? And we expose those calls to the news, right? DJ Avon does nothing. DJ Avon ain't nothing. But if I tell them to go get them right now, and I call Rockefeller, Def Jam, and all the rest of those things, can we get those calls up, right? You see, can we get those calls up? See, Boosie think he won in many ways, God said. He think he have won because of this DJ Envy. But I call iHeartRadio I called the people. Let me tell you what they did. Right now, I called the New York network station and where DJ Envy's at. And they gave me a bunch of network numbers to California. And I still have not got used those things yet. And you know what they told me? I wish you the best of luck. The people in New York at the DJ Envy thing. I wish you the best of luck. They gave me networking people number in different states to talk to when I was interested in business with people. So let me tell you something. Because we're going to ask the Justice Department to get the calls from Rockefeller, Jay-Z. You know, because Jay-Z seen Kanye West. And Trump, how are you willing to y'all want to fight, and Governor Abbott and everybody want to fight, and Mayor Eric Johnson want to sit up there and lie? You're making this hard on yourself. God said, you broke my trust. You broke my trust. And God said, you broke my trust, Dallas. Oak Cliff, God said, you broke my trust, state of Texas. You broke my trust. God said, we want what's mine. I'm not a selfish person. But understand the laws of growth. Understand the laws of God when you know who God is. You ain't trying to understand us. Because if the government was trying to understand us, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. You know, I was watching a YouTube video. They ain't the first time people did this to you. Ain't gonna be like the God said we're gonna make it the very last time. We're gonna make it the very last time of what's going on with this Social Security thing. I warned Joe Biden. Whatever happens, I warned him. I actually warned him that I'm gonna hold the state of Texas accountable for it. I warned him. So my actions of the misconduct in 2019 to 18 and put me up in that situation, and bam, Dallas rap community, Dallas everything. So God told me to tell you this. We're going to ask the Justice Department to put me on the news of Dallas and put those videos, the events that happened in Dallas. We're going to ask the FBI to put that video on the news of Dallas. We're going to ask all of these things God say. You're going to call, you can't ruin God. You can't ruin the truth. And where the streets want to be liars and they want us to be a victim. Because they care about themselves. I'm not selfish in this matter. But you ain't even giving me a foundation to move around in things. You want me to just be on the street just stalling. And God don't like that. God don't like that when you're stalling and you ain't giving him what he deserves and all of that. God said, I don't like when you stall. And the community, when you get carried out, community think about themselves. And they want you to be on. Let me tell you, as a king, everybody that got a house, look at these rich people in there. They scared of losing their throne. Go into your Dallas community mansions. Watch a video with Snoop Dogg, when Snoop Dogg said, when Snoop Dogg told everybody, when Snoop Dogg told everybody to have a foundation, I can be able to have bam, 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 bam. Listen to the Snoop Dogg. That means when I work with you, money can come to your house or your account from the music industry. It could come to, I was just watching the thing with Bill Gates. He was on there. And you can learn stuff from social media, from a mental person, from a disability or a government worker. But Bill Gates on there. And this book that I picked up by Bill Gates, Walmart, and everything, it talks about the White House. It talks about how America networks. It talks about all of those things. It's not about forgiving. It's about giving me what I deserve. And then we can work together. And then we can make magic happen, guys. And then we can make history together. But it ain't going to be on no sneaky stuff because God said, I don't have to be in the studio with you to make magic happen. I can be in my house with a big mansion and I can have a studio in my mansion and I can be able to record there and then decide on your trust and the way you act and we're going to make a video. It's the way you behave yourself. I already got music already. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. But Yellow Breezes, they was trying to come up. I want a little girl, a black woman, she's sitting up there doing all of this, texting her nigga, texting these niggas on these phones in Dallas, Texas. And I'm catching your spirit behavior. You want to get mad and text those niggas in Dallas and Oak Cliff? You want to get mad and text these other niggas in there? You want to get mad? God said you took something. And Yellow Breezy lied. And then Yellow Breezy managed to talk shit. Who's Obama? You saying you don't know who God is. So you telling the Justice Department and every attorney general in the Justice Department, you calling them a joke. And I told the Justice Department that Yellow Breezy manager calling you. Hey, listen to a video when Yellow Breezy, all that shit gonna catch up with you. Listen to that liar. He threatened me first. Him and his lying ass racist community, but they want to attack me. But you doing what they want. God said you doing what they want, right? And you don't care, right? Because you don't care about life. You don't care about none of these things. You care about yourself. I warned them. Whatever happens, I warned them. I gave them a warning. God gave you a warning. He gave you a warning in ahead of time. I want every last one of the Texas. You're going to be held accountable for what happens. Texas, and I filed a racial complaint on that accident against the state of Texas. I warned you. I warned you. I warned the mayor of his misconduct and the rest of them. You watch gang member terrorize me and you refuse to do nothing about it. But you think your community want to think you good. They sit up there in their house playing house and they think you all this and that. J-Lo talked about who would like J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. You would like, I would like the Walmart CEOs to be there. I would like J-Lo. I would like Ja Rule coming here. I would like Ja Rule. I would like Lil Wayne, Gutter them, and B2K. I like all my Walmart people to be there, CEOs to be there. J-Lo talked about it in the interview. And the thing, who you like to be at that party? He told the punchline. But people are going to try to stop that because the hatred is too deep. The hatred is too deep. The lies are too deep. The lies are too deep and they don't want answer to God. They don't want answer for those things. God said, you have broken my trust, Dallas, Texas. Oak Cliff, you have broken my trust. And I'm going to tell the Justice Department and the FBI, God said, the state of Texas and Dallas have broken God's trust. They have broken honesty's trust. The state of Texas had a chance to keep it real with me. The communities had a chance to keep it real with me, and they have broken that trust. They have broken that trust. I have gave Judge Kennedy and them enough time. I had played along enough time. I had enough time to work and figure out things. You have broken God's trust. And God said, you want me to come back and look how you treat my child. You can't even cherish my child's life, but you want to cherish him in death and not cherish him while he's alive. You don't want him to live out his life because you have so much. God said, why should he go? And he have passion for life. He know this universe. He know this world that we are in. They say I'm going to come up missing. God said ain't nothing going to happen with that. But God, I want every single body. I told him I want them, right? I warned every single body. I wrote in every Texas. I warned every last one of them, right? And you think I'm bluffing? That accident happened on your watch because you selfish, Governor Abbott. You're selfish, Texas, and you don't want to see nobody point of views but yours. But God said, even when my child died, I would deny you of sin. You will know my name. You will know who I am. But while you're alive, I would deny you. I would deny you the thing. Let me tell you the reason why you can't breathe in space. God said, every year I'm going to give you a piece of me. Because the planets hear you. Mars and them hear you. The planets hear you. Just because they can't talk, they hear you. They hear what you're saying. They know why you came in space. They know why you are there. It's going to be up to them if they want you. It's going to be up to that dark portal, that dark hole, if they want you to go farther than the distance. Is able going to be, God said, I have given you knowledge and smartness. You have made movies and all of those things. But God said, until you believe in me more, those Star Treks and those things that you do, you will be able to use that into reality and push through the time loop of the black hole. But God said, you're not ready yet. Even if you try, you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. It's up to space if they're able to let you be ready. It's up to the planets. When you got climate change is just not from the earth. It's from space. It's from all of these things. It's from all of these things you go on in the sky, from space and all that. The more that you put more stuff in your technology and you put stuff in space and your planets are connected with each other. The stars and everything is colliding with each other. My name is Hubert. How about you? My name is Hubert. It's colliding with each other. This don't think about what's happening on Earth. Think about what's happening in space. So when you have climate change and you're doing all that, it's about the universe. It's about space. It's about the stars. It's about how the climate, the world is changing. But God said, you're not ready to see me yet. You're not ready to see me yet. Hello, you're laughing. You're not ready to see me yet. God said, I got to get me. And you're not ready to see me. Everybody telling me I'm not going to get it. But let me tell you what I do know something. In Dallas County, they told me if they give it to me, they're going to kill me. They'll take it away from me. Hatred of black men, not kill me. When I was in that Dallas, that black man that don't want to see everybody because he want to manipulate. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about that. I thought I talked about it when I was in Dallas County. That black man told me, oh, give it to him and I'm going to rob him. Because that black man don't want to see another person successful. That black person that's in Dallas courtroom, that's in that Dallas, have hatred in his heart. You was wrong for Judge Kennedy for doing what you're doing. It's not about forgiving. It's about the understanding in those matters that I acknowledge myself. God said when I sat there in that Dallas County, I know my words, I know everything. But I know we had to attack the Social Security. And I know I would have to speak up. But I wanted to give them enough time because sending them Ted and them know, and it's all about control, right? And if they can't get what they, it's all about those things. No good, it's not good. Sarcastic, it's not good. I know, stop being sarcastic, and I know about sarcastic. You want me to know the horoscope said, we talked about the horoscope. They want me, people want me to live miserable, live in a pain when they want to be controlled, get back to old relationship, get back to women that tell you they want a relationship and they don't want, they go to another nigga and they want to fuck other niggas. They want you to be miserable. They don't want you to find honesty and loyalty and truthfulness. They don't want you to understand those things. I'm gonna tell you the new people that's on my broadcast. This is me, and this is the mirror. This is me in the mirror, and this is Sabina. Sabina is here, and the mirror said something about me, and you said you thought good about me, and the mirror said, so what? I seen the way your spiritual side act. You let words of others affect you. You let words of them or others affect you. And it's your spirit behavior. Or you let words affect. You're not strong enough for me. Sabina and y'all not strong enough for me. You never was strong enough for me. You don't deserve me. I need a woman that's, even when I was a teenager, I need somebody to see things. I was dating this girl, Doris, and she tried to deny me. You know, my first year of Newman Smith, her, and she friends with Chris Palmer. And we went to Newman Smith, Carrollton, Texas together. And I remember my first year going to Newman Smith. And I remember having this reward. I remember having this evaluation done. And it's about what I'm good at. And they asked me about my relationship too. Do you believe that God put you with somebody? And they asked me about my relationship. I told them, yeah. But also they asked me about what things in the world, but we couldn't control what things in the world, right? I might can't control what's in the world, but I can control my life. I can control what the things I want in life. I can control the things I want. One thing, T.D. Jackson says something. We don't know where life takes us, and we don't know what's going to happen. We know human behavior constantly of what causes accidents. We know these things where we set out for a dream and it caused problem for us to turn over and die and whatever those things is because other humans don't want to see other humans with nothing. They're so busy worried about themselves and on their phone, and other humans don't want to see other humans with nothing. We know human behavior constantly shows itself. So if we all love each other, sacrificing is not the key here. God said, even when you do that, you're going to have your thing, but your world is going to die as you go. Your world is dying and you don't even know it. You're willing to sacrifice selfish behavior against God's children. I'm talking about Joe Biden. Let them do what they do. They steady behaving as every accident, everything they cause. And you say, and I told Joe Biden, you think money can fix everything once a nigga died? Because you selfish? God said money can't fix everything, Joe Biden. You can't Fix it with a hug as a president. When you have a job to stop the behavior and the communication, you can't sit up there and tell the American people that you're sorry. None of you president can, because you refuse to attack the issues that we got going inside. You cannot do that. God sake. Don't pat to my other family members that you sorry. Don't say that you sorry for no, because you refuse to address the issues. You think life can move on because another person. No, God said my life matters. And God wanted me to tell them that. You don't think the mastermind, they instead of want to lie, they want to attack you because they the liars. They wanted to believe Yellow Breezy and all of these things. I'm suing Yellow Breezy for 30 minutes. God said it would not be that hard to sue him, since his manager said who Obama is. He's saying who CNN in the Justice Department is, right? He does it. And everybody was watching me. And I talked about that. Yeah, I had said they think I had anger issue, I had passion. I know when to calm it down. But let me tell you something. Yellow Breezy manager say that, right? I'm doing good. So what the consequences give me? I told you. I told you you would be held accountable for it. I told you from the events and the behavior, the community got a racial problem, but other people not taking the fact and standing up for what they believe in, and they acting scared. You put my life in danger because they acting scared. One thing God said, let family be taken care of. Didn't take care of everything. God said you don't have death, unless you did something wrong. What do I have death, Trump? And Trump said, get away all the. What do I have death and y'all are racist? And I'm gonna tell what Trump said. Trump, get away this Social Security death, right? Why the sister have that? We're gonna tell the Justice Department what Trump said in office. We gotta get away from Social Security. God said, why should we have death and we did nothing wrong and y'all racist? Y'all want to accept God's children and everything. God said, why should I say you want to ruin me and not accept me because you want to accept God? You want to accept the challenge that my children have to get better? God said, I give them challenges, each disability a challenge for them to grow. To show y'all, God said, 1,000 years from now, there's going to be more people like me. It might don't be it right now. But God said he promised you, Joe Biden, when you're gone and other presidents are still making, when you're having statues made of you and Obama and them. But God said, I promise you, more people will rise like me. 1,000. It might don't be enough because they're scared of who they are. I remember everybody called me weird. I remember we're gonna talk about going with some Felicia. And I told Felicia in the car with her mom, what do you see out the spirit? I don't want you to judge. I want you to see a different world. I want you to see stuff and she's high, she's your mindset. I want you to see something that's different. The reason why that relationship worked with me and that girl Felicia, because she was lying. And she had other niggas in the mix. and she had other niggas in the mix, and this black nigga from Dallas and Oak Cliff, he gonna say, he tell this nigga right here do, and I hear she started lying to me. And she try to play me and like, no, but I see your game. We said we wanted to be friends, and you tried to play, stay away from me. These women always trying to play a nigga. And your mama said, get rid of him. I seen your spirit before it actually happened. I watch you and your mama's spirit. And this bitch gonna take me about a 24-hour place and what? And count that. Bitch, you didn't even give me a chance to count. Tell me how much it. Bitch, you didn't even give me a chance to tell you how much is it. Bitch, I've been counting money since I was 14. People that know me in Carrollton, Texas, TV and the rest of them know me in Carrollton, Texas. Bitch, I had a job at 14 years old. Leaving Newman Smith, going to those things. Bitch, bitch, you better stop coming. Your mama trying to play me. Bitch, I've been counting money before your daughter been counting money, bitch. And she got these other niggas from Dallas and Oak Cliff talking to these other niggas. And then she got the nerve to talk about it. Oh, you remember you was skinny, bitch? I can lose it. That ain't nothing. Right now, the way my mouth is right now, and I'm going to tell you something. I have to have another root canal done, redone. And the old root canal is still in. And I don't have enough. I have Medicaid, but it's not enough. They want all the money at once. So to get that root canal done, I have to have enough for my mouth to be looking more good because the old root canal is in there. And they have to take that old root canal out and put it in again. So I went to the dentist. And I said, so they have to do the root canal all over because the old root canal, I had a root canal done. The old root canal, so they have to redo it. Why my mouth like this? Because the insurance. Why you see my teeth? Because I have to take the old root canal out and put the new root canal in. So don't think of what you see. One guy said he formed about. Look at, don't think what you see, what you think you know. Because the people at Metro Care talking all of that shit. And you don't know a damn thing what's going on with me. Half of the people that got disability and get Medicaid and have dentist insurance, they got to pay all that money up front. They had to have they try to do it with credit card payments. They want those, but they don't want to work with the American people. They don't want to work with a budget. They want their money right away. And that's why dentist office suffering. You scared they're not going to pay? All right. File a claim if they're not going to file a dentist office claim. With the police station. But these dentists is making it bad for other Americans. These dentist offices making it bad. They want you to keep coming up there and do work so they can get their money. But they're not willing to sacrifice. And I'm gonna take money out your account each month. Give me your bank card, give me your routing number, and we can do this about taking money out your account each month. The dentist office not doing none of that. But they want to do it with credit cards and be like, hold up, I want you to take money out this account each month. And you in the document say they should have in the document and at the dentist insurance, you would let us know before you get another bank account. They can't even work with you on that bullshit. Boy, they gotta have the money. They want a credit card. Bam. Take money out your paycheck each month. You can't even damn do that. for dental insurance. You're making it hard on America, these dentist offices. They could be taking money out of people's paycheck each month to get each, and you get paid. Let me tell you, when I rent furniture and I get a disability, right? And my money comes, I'm just gonna give you an idea because this is what I have. Every third of the month. So when I go get a furniture and I finance that furniture, right? And I'm not paying it monthly, they allow me to pay it every third of the month. They take out of my check every third of the month. So dentist offices need to be like this. Hold up. I'm gonna let you check out your check. I'm gonna take what I need out your disability check every third of the month. Or how much you get paid. When you get paid, you get disability. What do you get? How you gonna finance this if you got a disability? You got your bank, you're giving your bank, your riding number, bring all of that. Each third of the month, I'm gonna take that money out of your check, third of the month for dinner, for putting your root canal. So when as a store in Addison, and I've been renting for them by U-Haul in Addison, got this furniture place right by the AT&T store. And when I worked in Addison and all the rest of that, me always talking to the Miller Lite girls and the Bud Light girls in Addison. Every time we had that great relationship. And the U-Haul CEO saw that thing and he wanted me to be more. And I think that was him on that phone talking to Cedric. And I really think when I didn't move and I didn't budge, and I know it was him, I know it was somebody in that corporate office that didn't want me in that position and wanted me to do something else because I had that great relationship with the customers. When I heard Cedric say he ain't budging. And I know because I met the guy. The guy, yeah, he had class, he's a CEO, he's the owner. And I met him, he was a real nice guy. And I know he wanted me to do it. But you're not giving me a chance to show you that. And I heard Brady say, you don't know what the fuck I can do if you don't give me an opportunity. So that's the thing with those situations. So I had a couple of problems in work and school and all the rest of these things. I'm in photography class, right? We're going to talk about photography class at Brookhaven. And I don't know nothing. I'm trying to understand. This is my first year in photography class. And, when I was going to school in ceramics class, when I was in school, we went to North Lake, we took ceramics. I understand I was in school, but this is something when I got after school. And I never took photography class. And I'm asking people, I'm going around Brookhaven. People don't want to cheat, they selfish. But I'm asking a kid what you need to do because this is something new. And everybody wants to look after themselves. I'm new in this area. I never took photography class. And I never do this and I never did this. So when I'm taking a photography class at Brookhaven, shout out to that Brookhaven. I'm going to tell the Justice Department. Shout out to you at Brookhaven because when Mirza, I was on the phone and I was going to Brookhaven College and I was taking a beat class. You know what they say? I'm proud of you. He said I'm proud of you. Shout out to Mirza. Shout out to the Brookhaven coach, the beat class. This big guy at Brookhaven. When the whole class was worried about themselves, you know what he did at Brookhaven? And I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell Governor, you know what this guy did at Brookhaven? I'm going to tell the Justice Department. He pulled his desk up and he worked on the beats with me. And I'm going to tell Governor, you want to talk? Come on, let's talk about leadership. He didn't complain. He ain't giving me a hard time. Let's talk about when I went to Brookhaven and this guy with everybody else at the beat class in Brookhaven, he pulled this desk by me. And he's a big guy with glasses. He didn't criticize me. He didn't do none of that. Every 2 semesters, I took 2 semesters. 2 semesters I took. I went to Brookhaven with my mom and see what I needed to do. 2 semesters. He wasn't scared to help. I forgot his name. It's been a long time. But he was not scared to help. And I want them to know something about this situation. I remember him. I don't remember his name, but I always got a big facial expression. He got glasses. And I always remember him. I remember face. I remember all of these things. But photography was a little different for me. And the teachers' name was willing to God. But I said this, and I talked about this. What if we pay students while they working and multitask and pay students while they in the same class with that person that have challenges and pay them in community college? So people that go to Brookhaven, North Lake, while you taking your class, you're going to be paid. So why we don't give them credit card? They're going to be in the classrooms with everybody. And why we don't give them that card? This girl that used to go to ceramics class, I remember one y'all met at a Red Lobster at a place in Red Lobster over there, because I used to go with my school. And one time I met her over there at a restaurant in Plano. Me and my family was eating, and we took ceramics together. And I was going with my school, and we did ceramics. That's in Newman Smith or any one of those things. I used to go to college while I was in school. So people don't even know the things I used to do. People don't even know, like, I just didn't used to just be at Newman Smith going. Rick said one day, Rick told me one day, we sent by Mirza's house. He said, that's why I play the music for Rick. I said, Rick, we had our differences. But I told him about the Texas Music Office. And I told him, he said, Hubert, the whole time I know you, you never picked up a book. You don't know what happened behind them closed doors. You don't know what happened between them closed doors. My teacher closed those doors. You know what my teacher always done? We put that, y'all can't see nothing behind those closed doors. Glass doors. She put those things in there. Y'all don't know what happened behind closed doors. You don't know what goes on behind. How can you know something you don't know what happened? Before my teacher ventured out, before my teacher let us venture out, we got to know each other, and I was able to take regular classes and be more involved, because we got to know each other a little bit more. And my teacher said that connection growed a little bit more. And Miss Chastity, Miss Lynn, and everybody, everybody had different classes, but it was about us getting to know each other more in the classroom. When I was at 2996, my classmates started showing up from Miss Chastity and Miss Lynn class. The guy girlfriend that used to stay under Sabina, Angel, the girl Angel, Josh girlfriend that used to stay under Sabina, me and Joshua. I had a problem with my classmate. I had a problem with his brother. His dad made it a problem because I had a problem with his brother. But me and his brother that stayed underneath Sabina in Carrollton, we always had that friendship more than his other brother, because we was in class together. Nobody know that guy that stayed under Sabina Mirza, that me and him was in class and he had a girlfriend. So it made his dad went against me, and his mama went. And I remember Summer wanted to go beat. Some of them and Sky and them and the rest of them wanted to go beat Josh and them, dad and them up, and wanted to go beat them up. And I told them, don't do that, man, because that's not how we're gonna do it when they did me wrong. So I told Sabina and some of them not to deal with been done in that apartment complex, because it was a back and forth. My brother called, and his dad put his hand on me. His dad actually put his hand on me. And Summer and all the rest of them, my brother called, And they was gonna use that phone call against me after his dad put his hand on me. And his dad talking shit that stayed under the door of Sabina. It's this girl named Skylar. And Skylar is, I miss her to death. She's an old friend that was in Carrollton, Texas. Skylar, everybody, her and her dad used to be over there. We used to, this girl named Skylar in Carrollton, all the rest of them in Carrollton. We I miss them, man. Like Skylar and her mom, she was a kid, her mom and her dad named Sky. Not this a girl named Skylar and the rest of them in the apartment. And I missed them because her dad and them was pretty cool, and she used to talk was cool as hell. And I remember one time me and Christina getting into a fight with these Mexican dudes from Newman Smith, and me and Christina, my ex, we get into a fight and got these dudes to do all of this and that. To understand the situation. Christina said, "Oh, I'm busy. I got school." Let me tell you, when I was at 14 and 15 years old, I made time for y'all. I had a job. I was still able to do that. But you wanted me to hang out with your friends more. And I said, hold up, we going to the movies. We're doing all this. I didn't have time for it because I had other stuff going on in school. They didn't know the stuff that I was doing, going to nursing home, going to Brookhaven, going to different job sites, going to different things, going to school on a Saturday, going to being a party. They didn't know that stuff at Newman Smith. I remember Mr. Pounce and Miss Chastity gave me a CD player because they know I like music. So my CD player always breaking because I'm always running. I'm always running in Carrollton and Farmers Branch, and I'm always doing this. So they gave me another thing in that matter. So me, Chastity, Miss Chastity at Newman Smith High School, she hosts this after school event where we got Newman Smith got 2 gyms. My classroom is right by the gym inside the building. It's right by the gym at Newman Smith. So one of my classrooms. But the thing is, I always had regular PE. I always had some regular classes. I played on a football team. I told my brother, and as Big Nick right there, Kool-Aid, and everybody was right here at Newman Smith. Kool-Aid, we asked what Kool-Aid at. My brother said, what Kool-Aid in that? And we Kool-Aid at Newman Smith. I remember my first year on the football team, and Big Nick wanted to show me, and my brother wanted to show me on the football field. You know what that coach said? Let me show him. I told my brother, you remember that, Jonathan? I said, you remember that? You remember what your coach? I caught an asthma until I had asthma and stuff on. And my brother had asthma. But you remember that time at Newman Smith and Carrollton when your coach told me to let me teach him? When y'all wanted to see me teach me how to tackle a quarterback? And we in a football team. Y'all remember that? And your coach told me, you and Big Nick and the rest of y'all told me. And your coach, you know what your coach told you? Let me teach him at Newman Smith High School. In 2007, 2008, me and these 7 twins in Newman Smith, we had jury. And Newman Smith Carrollton, these 2 twins. All us came with jewelry on at Newman Smith High School. The 2 Mexican twins, they had long curly hair. And we used to have pee together. And I saw one of the dudes on the bus that from Newman Smith. I said, what's up with you, man? Because him and this other guy, we used to be in PE together. Man, they used to be so cold in basketball. And I was just telling about Anthony. Anthony owed me some money that it worked up. And my brother confronted the work of Anthony about it. Because Anthony didn't pay me back. And my brother was like, hold up, the Walmart employee Anthony. And I think we're going to talk about that with Doug Miller when the employee Anthony owed me money. And my brother confronted him about it. We can borrow stuff from each other, but people don't like to pay people back. And that can be the biggest thing when we have in that society where I gave a girl, Angelica, my credit card. I let her use my credit card at workout because she couldn't get her account. And her baby daddy couldn't pay her rent. I said, you should have told me before you did that. And every time she asks me for money, I say, hold up, you're trying to take advantage of me. If you say you're going to pay me back, say you're going to pay me back. But this is different from Social Security when I told on Baltimore. Because I argue with him about, y'all, where you never awarded me for my hard work, for disability. Y'all take, constantly take what y'all take. And y'all take what y'all take, and y'all take, and y'all take, and y'all take. And say, where is that when I was working 14? Oh, I don't know about that. Me and the guy from Baltimore. We don't know all about that. All right, I'm working hard. I'm working hard. I'm showing to you that I'm trying to grow and learn. What else do you want? But it's all right. And I told the Justice Department that I got fussed at in that 12-6-2996 when we do our CBLs, and they pulled me in the office and woke me up, and they putting everybody else pushing Xavier. That was a racist plot. And Xavier put me in the office, and I told him, why my picture not up there? And since Neo did what he did to me, why my picture not up there? And he put me in the office, Xavier put me in the office, and he had a racist problem. Oh, you can't stop being racist. Don't say somebody's picture gonna be up there and then you change your mind because a person have a little challenge or problem. I can grow from those things. I can grow from. I understand my challenge. You know what those customers said? I told them, Hubert, you're trying it, and we're proud of you for trying. Customers came in there on March Lane. You broke that bind, Doug, remember? You broke that bind because when customers saw me in there, Hubert, we see you trying, and we proud. The customers was up in there talking about it. But you broke that bind. Customers seeing me during the fight say, Hubert, we proud of you for trying. Some customers came up and I see you trying. But Hubert, if you don't find something that you do something that you can go in other customers were telling me that. They saw me giving it all I got. And the customer was in there, they saw me giving it, they wasn't looking, they saw me giving it all I got. And that's what matters the most out of the situation. But Dylan Miller broke that bond. He broke that connection when he decided to lie and robbing them to cause confusion. This is everything that's going on is his misconduct, him and his corporate office misconduct. So if I'm not getting along with the community, it's because of Dylan Miller behavior and the CEO's behavior. And I'm gonna tell him, if we ain't getting along with the community, you broke that connection. You broke that connection by lying. So let's talk about when we talk about social issues, because a lot has went on between I went to jail in 2019 and Dylan Miller acting ass. Him and his CEO racist family. And I'm not thinking all this because all the CEOs invited me. And if they willing to still have me there, like J-Lo said, I want y'all to be there. I want y'all to be there. J-Lo threw the punchline at me. Shout out to J-Lo, big fan. Brad Pitt, a big fan. Not Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck. You talking to Ben Affleck. Shout out to Ben Affleck. That's his name. I gotta make sure. Because he plays in DC Batman. But he shut the door on Jennifer Lopez the wrong way. Why you doing like that? You mad? Why you shutting the door on Jennifer Lopez like that? Don't be doing that, man. Like, come on, I seen that and I'm like, hold up. He's shutting the door on Jennifer Lopez like this. You gotta open the door for a woman nice. Showing that you angry with her and aggressive with her. Even whenever y'all get into an argument, be a little nice with her. Just show that kindness and that kindness with her. Just show that kindness. I think that was wrong how I saw him, Big Affleck, slam that door on her like that. And I think you don't do that. You slam the door nice, and you get on the other side of that. Cause he was still being professional. He was still being generous and nice, and still treating the lady nice and with respect. I told one police officer, you look like the girl that played in the lecture that did a Ben Affleck. She cute like a mother. She look like that. She cute like a mother. She look like then after that part, she's cute like a mother. I said, hold up. She said, oh, you we all got that looking like out there. And I told her about that police. She didn't even want to be like, come on, come on. I know y'all personality is different. I said, you know like the actor I know that plays in the lecture and she married to Ben Affleck. Or that plays on Disney shit like that. While that police was like, hold up. She didn't want to be her. I like, hold up. From New Orleans, how about you? Now, everything that's going on is they self. I'm gonna tell you have broken God trust. Dallas and Oak Cliff, you have broken my trust. Since I've been networking, y'all been caught behind, and y'all still don't want to compromise, right? Reggie from New Orleans, huh? And y'all still want to argue with me in Dallas County, and this has become a problem because since I started this, the kids, a little pistol, a little nine coming up here talking about Kim. You saying America pussy. You saying God is pussy. You calling every senator pussy. But let me tell you, calling all of them pussy. You have broken trust. And you don't understand it. And we're going to tell the Justice Department the state of Texas have broken my trust and he broken God trust. Have he broken my trust? He broken God trust. He broken American trust. The community have broken that trust. So I told Joe Biden they was going to be responsible. I told that accident. I let them know. The police looking at me at my phone while I'm on the phone while at this morning. I told you was going to be responsible, right? I told you behind those tax dollars in the mail, behind these little lying ass races, and they don't want to get those costs in, and everybody making in a big fuss about their tax dollars, right? And y'all racist, right? No, y'all making it a problem. Then they intimidating and eyeballing people. I say, hold up, you want to do that shit? You want to play this game? I'm like, hold up, motherfucker. I'm gonna get you every motherfucking time, man. I'm gonna get you every motherfucker. They were doing it this morning, passing by. And I'm like, hold up. We can settle this. We can settle this with more of an understanding. I remember Noom Smith, Kool-Aid and everybody go to parties and they have this party over there where towards where the Carrollton Library over there, not the Carrollton, Texas Library, over there where Frankfurt at over there. And they got these apartments. We went to a party one time and everybody invited me to I went to a high school regular party. I always been involved, you know what I'm saying? You know, I remember this with Big Nick and everybody, this big Ray Bone bitch. She danced on me. I always been a part of the social life. And I think me going to interacting with the football team at Big Nick, interacting with everybody else, and then going to part, I have always been a part of the social. But I told these little kids I wanted to tell them so much more when I sat there and I gave them my ideas, and the kids said, he ain't dumb, he's smart. And other people think I'm dumb. Other people call me, I think I'm smart. Other people call me out of my name. I always think I'm smart. They the one that think I'm dumb. You know, I'm not thinking I'm dumb, but I want to tell you something. Um, we go to high school parties, we do that with Big Nick, Kool-Aid and all the rest of those things. Toby, guy that stayed right down the street from McDonald's over there by Newman Smith. We go to this hotel. He was also on the football team. We got a McDonald's right in the back of McDonald's. All of us, man, all of us just had a great time. But I have always had an ambition, and I'm not always in the classrooms. And I told everybody when I stayed by Carrollton, behind that donut place in Area Turner, they got a donut place across the street. But Area Turner got these apartments that we stayed in, and they let us paint our apartment, and they repainted. And that was the goodest thing about that, having an apartment where let these kids paint the apartment, and then y'all repaint it again. They put the thing in. This will keep kids out of trouble more. Let them, all right. If their mama stay in the apartment, all right. Let them paint the apartment. Which way you want your apartment? And kids will sit up there with their family, not just in a house. I was so happy to live in that apartment at that time over there behind Area Turner across the street, and because they let us paint the apartment behind the donut place. Also, we live in a house. In that house, they let us paint it. So let people be creative, and y'all. That's why y'all got workers for, right? This would keep kids out of trouble. Let them paint their favorite color on the wall and find them something to do. Every apartment complex, everybody. Let them. This will keep instead of them going outside doing stupid shit. Um, I talked about when I worked at 1216. Russell had me work with this guy named Earl. Even when we wasn't working together by Baylor Hospital, by Trinity Mills, we go by this lady house over there, tours by Baylor Hospital, by Brook Masonhurst, in those apartments, really down. We go by those things, and me and Earl go, he introduced me to these ladies and these women over there. My mama used to work at Baylor Scott over there, towards Trinity Mills over there. She used to work over there, and over there towards that by the Brookhaven nursing home. Over there towards that way, you got the Burger King, you got the towards that way where Creekview at, and all of that stuff. That's why when we get to events, we go to events. My mama work at the hospital. When we go to events, like that baseball event, my mama was going there to her job. Even when I used to go to children. This lady that used to be at Children's. When I was a little kid, and I used to go to downtown Dallas when I was a kid in Dallas. And she was my therapist, she was my little thing. And she always kept our pictures up there. And she was in the army, and she always thought finding me and my brother. And she was like, I think as a kid, she was our favorite doctor when we go to Children's Hospital in downtown Dallas, Children's Hospital. She was our favorite doctor when we go down there. And like, it's sad that we gotta grow up and we don't have the same doctor as we want them to have. And it's so sad when you're a kid and you gotta grow up. You can't no longer go to children because you're no longer a kid, right? It's better than my damn doctor in New Orleans. I'm gonna tell you that nigga used to pass gas and all of that. He used to be, his personality was off. This doctor personality was off. I'm like, man, he used to just sit up there. His mindset wasn't talkative. And I think I got a better doctors I have better doctors around here than anything. And I think you show the difference between when you have better doctors than here than anything. You have better doctors. So my doctors are better than the doctor I had in New Orleans. Psychiatry doctor. It's better than those things because he used to just sit and he used to talk that much. His personality, sit in his chair and ask questions, but he didn't ask. I sat in this guy at the Dallas doctor for 20 minutes. 20 minutes I sat with him. And he wanted to charge me $200 for 20 minutes. I said, damn, hold up, motherfucker. You want to charge me $200 for 10 seconds or 15 minutes? what the motherfucker going on here? I don't want to deal with you then. Like, he gonna get mad because, hold up, 10 minutes for $200 and some dollars, $150 some dollars. And you ain't, man, I like, dude, go ahead with that, man. Go ahead with that. Y'all got some problems, man. And right now we got it is where dentist office don't want to deal with Medicaid. They don't want to deal with it. We have certain dentists and certain people that don't want to deal with it now because the government is not willing to pay. The government is not willing to make it happen. They're not willing to make it happen, so they're not willing to make things happen. So the network people, they pulling out because you're not willing to pay them. And that can be the biggest problem in our democracy, where we have governments not willing to pay and to do these things. And the dividers telling people, I'm not dealing with those things anymore. We don't deal with this. We don't connect this because you're not willing to pay and you're not willing to do these things. So I want to tell y'all something. And I want to tell y'all the Dallas rap about me and Sabina and Mirza. I want to tell you something. Before Diamond, it was me and Sabina. I want you Dallas niggas to know something. I'm ready to get this tattoo off you. So I want to let y'all know something. Oh, complying over a bitch in a hole. You got to know about our history. If you want to complain over stupid shit with that, know about me and Lil Diamond history. My argument with Sabina's parents was it's not time yet for us to be together. And my argument when we had our last argument for me and Mirza, because Carrollton, they ruined that relationship. They lied to Mirza, right? They think I don't know what's going on with Facebook. On Facebook, when you got to Mirza, right? See, I've been caught on to Mirza. I've been caught on to Mirza's friends. A long time ago, a person worked Mirza, and they said, Mirza, you like using people. Mirza throws the phone. I know this time was going to come. I know this was going to happen. I already know this was going to happen. And that's why I wanted to get it. I seen how Mirza interact with his friends. Lil Diamond interact with the people he talked to, and they talking about using people. I know this time was going to come. So, y'all niggas can talk about my relationship all you want. Baby girl stands for me and Sabina. Love Sabina stands for that. Understand those things and understand those meanings. It took me 3 years to open up to my baby mama before I really told her. Because her mama used to say, I'm close to you. She wanted to be, I said, close to my heart. A body is a body, but you got to be close to somebody's heart more than anything. And Sabina had my heart. She had everything in that matter. She had those things. But Mirza tried to control the outcome of me and Sabina's relationship. And I had to get away from that. I had to get away from him and his cousin jealousy and manipulation. I put up with it enough. I put it up with it enough, man. To a point, I put up with it enough. The line, the manipulation, the doing it. He said, I've been saw a lot of things. But this is my story. This is not about Sabina. Even though if they listen to Sabina, this is my story. And I'm not out to let nobody ruin me because they, nah. So let me tell you something. I was in Carrollton, Texas, over there going to Demir and them sister. Demir probably don't even know when I was in Newman Smith. I was going to elementary school by Perry helping out little kids. Spacewalk with Miss Dolores and them and all the rest of those things. And the Newman Smith. They don't even know these things that I was doing. This is the truth. It's the truth that I'm giving. You got Perry, you got the elementary school, Spacewalk, you got the playground. When I didn't used to be at school, I used to go around there and chill. You know, they had a job fair in that gym over there. Trust me. Like Felicia said, she said she belonged to the streets, right? You know what I told her? The streets can happen. I'm gonna tell you, because I'm watching my Sagittarian horoscope. And my Sagittarian horoscope can't let you go. I'm over your love. Because I read my Sagittarian. I'm Sagittarian, right? And we talk about love. Love is for me when I can every morning, every evening, and every night. I can kiss a woman on her cheeks 5 times, kiss on her lips 5 times, kiss on her breast 5 times, kiss on her stomach 5 times, kiss her between her legs 5 times, kiss her down that 5 times. You know, those things that I can do every morning. I want to see the different smile on your cheeks, the different happiness when I kiss you on your cheeks. I want to look at you while I watch your facial expressions when your happiness glow out of you. At night, I want to lay on the pillow or on top of you, on your pillow on top of you. And I don't want to put my whole body on you. I want to put my body on the pillow and I want to lay on top of you for a little. And I want us to toss and turn. I just don't want us to be in each other while we have sex. I want to lay in it while I sleep with the pillow on top. I want to just know you and love you, and I want us to toss and turn, take a 2 hour break, and do all of that. But also, I want to bring you breakfast in bed if you have a long day of work. If you kick your feet off, have socks, cook pancakes off, and do all of that, and all of that stuff. You know, do all of those things. We used to do all of those things in those formats. I want to do all of those things. You know, I think, I was telling them what most caused the confusion with people at Walmart. We started interacting with each other in the deli, and I talked to some of the women, and I used to tell them the relationship that I was in the open relationship. I would pick my woman up, and I would put her up on the wall, put her body on the wall, and I would eat her out while I have her on the wall, and while her legs is on the wall. And I think us getting connected was too understanding the situation. It was getting too complicated. It was getting too complicated in the situation because I talk about the other experience I had in other relationships, and I talked about the relationship I have, and I would pick. At the time I did that with my baby mama at the time. Whatever that is, I would pick her up and put her on the wall, and I would eat her out while I have her on the wall. or our legs open. So it's a time that I did some, and I was just talking about what I, because we talking about work, but sometimes the connection can get understanding, and it can get too hot because we just not talking. We work just talking about work all day will get boring. But if we don't have other things to talk about in that work industry, it'll bore us more because we only talk about pasting and doing things and stocking and doing stuff. So when we socialize and we talk about these things and we talk about, I think it was getting a little too deep and everybody calling me nasty and all the rest of it. It was getting a little too deep because I was giving them details about my other relationship. It was actually getting too deep. And I think that's where it caused the confusion at. It was getting too deep. And I think, when you let them know about your sex life, not just you remind me of your thing and all the rest of that. Ain't no nobody important. So I think it was getting a little bit too deep that I was talking about these things and talking about this me putting my girlfriend on the wall, baby mom, just talking about those things. So I think I'm gonna tell the Justice Department that situation or what in the deli, and I think when my baby mama was working at, that caused the problem more of talking about my experience that I had with women. So the thing is, let your woman guide you. A woman can be more powerful than anything. When she guiding your head, tell her, I want you to do this and do that. Let her watch her guide you and do that thing when you're in the bed, whatever that is. A woman can be powerful too, but she can be your guide and tell you, hold up, when you're not eating it the right way, when you're not doing it the right way, she gonna guide your head and tell you, I need you to do this the right way. And do these things. So I think it got to a problem where I was just talking about those things, where those things is. I just think that's where it got to a problem where those things was. So I just think that's the bigger problem I had up in Walmart when I was talking about my experience. The girl I dated, Angelica, and used to pass by Diamond House, and Samantha in Carrollton, Texas, Dallas. Ask Samantha. Y'all Dallas niggas, y'all rap niggas know Samantha. Ask Samantha, ask Samantha, ask Samantha, ask y'all Dallas. I want y'all to tell her. YouTube Samantha, her boyfriend broke up my relationship, tried to holler at my girlfriend. And Samantha used to chill by my house at that time. Samantha used to ask Samantha, these Dallas niggas talking to Samantha, ask Samantha. So those and those things. Samantha knows. Samantha knows. Me and my girlfriend or Samantha, these niggas in Dallas. Samantha will tell you she used to chill by my girlfriend's house. And if she don't, that means she being controlled by somebody in Dallas rapper. I see you Dallas and you Cliff niggas. messaging my friend Samantha and doing all of that stuff. I told her we're gonna have to stop talking to each other for a while because so much of the confusion. I told her that. So I told her because these Dallas niggas is up to no good. So when you reach out to Samantha in Dallas, texting you Dallas niggas, white girl named Samantha with glasses. And I had a chance when I was in South Dallas, over there by her, the other not too long ago. I had a chance to tell her about the MO3 Yellow Brief. I didn't want no phones. I didn't want no phones when I was by her house. I didn't want no phones. So I was like, this is no phone. I didn't get on my phone. I wanted to talk about the Yellow Breeze and MO3 situation and how Yellow Breeze lied and how it affected me and Mirza and why me and Mirza don't hang out and the way the Dallas people lie. And I told her there's a reason why she not calling at this moment. She was like, who I be talking to on social media and stuff. Who you be interacting with on social media. I be talking to everybody. So I told Samantha, and then we're gonna have to stop hanging out with each other. But me just talking about those things and talking about the things I experienced, that kind of flew the flame even more of the situation. Talking about the things that he was calling me, everybody calling me. I thought, all right, what's the problem? Shit. Sometimes you ask your girlfriend running in the ass. She running in the ass. What the damn problem? Calling me nasty. I'm like, all right, we talking about stuff like a woman wanted me to choke her, and we talking about stuff. I'm like, hold up, y'all the one that's getting deep into stuff. And I remember over there about Samantha and talking about Nikki, and I was telling her she pushed me to a point. She pushed me. And just like I'm being pushed, she pushed me in that bedroom. And sometimes after we go to 5 or 6 hours, she said we go at it again. And she tell me, she said, Hubert, you better not give up on me. So we sweat for hours. I remember the time I was working at 1216 and Rebecca, and I came in there sweating my ass off. And I made a mistake and I lied to her and I told her, look, I had to run to work, but I didn't run to work. If she knew I'd been up all day since I left work the next day, if she would have known that, if I tell you, never tell your boss the reason why you sweating and you out of breath and you can't hardly, that you've been having sex from nighttime to the morning to that nighttime till you left work. And you don't wanna tell them. I'm like, hold up, man. No sense to tell Rebecca this, that. And even if I be honest with her, there's no sense to tell her that. And she a female worker. And I'm like, hold up, I'm not gonna tell damn Rebecca that. And she don't want to hear about my damn sex life. She don't want to hear about me telling the truth. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I had to make it up an excuse. Because if I really tell her the reason why I'm sweating and I'm out of breath, and I just have sex from nighttime to the morning, then that nighttime, and I don't want to, tell her why I'm sweating, and my legs out to give up on me, and I don't want to tell her that I've been going at it, that I've been putting in work. I don't want to tell her that. I'm like, hold up about it. Rebecca, you don't want to hear about it. You're a female worker. And I know your husband and you got kids. And I'm like, hold up for a second. I'm not about to damn do that shit. And sometimes you gotta tell a lie because you don't want to tell them really what damn the truth is. And that's the only lie I told Taurus, Rebecca. Okay, that's the only lie I told. Okay, that's the only lie I told. Okay, that's the only lie I told. Okay, I didn't want to let her know that I was actually, he's actually having. I've been having sex, the heat in the moment from nighttime to daytime since I left, and I haven't been asleep. So I had to drink coffee to keep me up, man. I had to get a Red Bull. I had to get all of this to keep me up because that shit, Nikki had me fucking tired as a motherfucker. She had me tired as a motherfucker. I'm like, girl, look. You had me tired as a motherfucker. Sweating, me sweating, you pushing my sweat off you doing all of these things. And I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up for a second. And we was in an open relationship, so it's not that hard when we come to a great understanding. And she told me what she wanted. So it's not that hard. If a woman say what she want, it could be the most easy in the matter. I gotta call my doctor. I think I call him and tell him I need to reschedule. I left a message on their phone. Um, so I left a message on their phone. So yeah, what's good? I'm chilling. How about you? So I had to actually, man, look. I couldn't even tell my age. I wasn't about to tell Rebecca that 'cause I worked with a husband at 12, 16, and I worked down. I'm not about to tell her. She a married woman. She don't want to hear about. Who want to hear about if you're a married damn woman? Who want to hear about your damn sex life? Come on, I want to tell the women if you're a married damn woman and she got kids, what Rebecca want to hear about my damn sex life for, guys? Come on, man. And I had too much respect for her for that. So it was easy enough for me to tell a lie when I have too much respect for her like that. To hear about my sex life, why I'm late for work. Why I'm late for work. There was too much of damn. I'm like, what the hell going on? Hey, I was about to tell her that. You go tell your woman, tell your employer that, tell your manager, hold up. The reason why I'm not at work because I've been getting it in all night now. Or the reason why I'm late for work, I've been getting it in. And the reason why I'm sweating right now, because I've been having sex. And I've been having sex, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this situation? But I started talking, yeah. All right, we're gonna get you some. I started talking about, come on, you want some donuts? Grandpa brought some donuts. You gotta come and see what donuts you want. Hold up, I'll be right back. Go feed them. Yeah, I'm not about to tell my manager, tell my female manager why I'm sweating, that I've been having damn sex. That's just damn crazy. Who gonna go tell a manager that? Why you sweating and out of breath? Your mama just dropped you off and you sweating out of breath because you did. Who the hell gonna tell a manager that she a man? I got too much respect for Rebecca for that. Come on. Look, I be missing my TV. Why you wanna watch my TV if you can't watch your TV? I be missing my TV, man. Like I got Amazon Prime on there. I want to watch YouTube. YouTube? Go to YouTube. Look, you see YouTube right here. Yes. And I even know. Yeah, I want to tell. You see that at the end. Yes. Daddy, look. Yes. I tricked you. Yes. I want to tell people that. Daddy, look. This is right here. Yes. This is a new one. That's good. Yeah, I see. You don't like that. But that. I'm going to watch that. So, I was telling them about my experience. Nobody want to tell they female boss that they've been getting it. Come on, who gonna tell their female boss that? Come on, guys, y'all gotta be with me on that. Who would tell a female boss that? And Rebecca got a husband. I have too much respect for her to let her know about my sex life. I was getting it in. That's why I'm sweating so hard, and I was late. Man, sometimes you can't always keep it real with your managers. She don't want to know that she happily married. Shit, I got too respect for her husband and her kid. Like, come on, man. Like, I just think it got taken too far. Me expressing about my sex life, and I talk about the experience that I had. Hey. Yeah, hey, Mom. Baby up. Yeah, he up. He eating his donuts right fast. I was just on YouTube. I was on YouTube and like you talked to some people when I worked there. Hold up right fast.